Hello.
You alright?
Your volume's not on.
Can you hear me now?
Nope.
Seriously?
Are you totally ready?
Now you can.
I can now. Why, what was wrong?
I had my earphones plugged in.
Yeah.
Something as simple as that.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't take much.
No, no.
Let me just quickly lock down Facebook so it doesn't ring whilst we're on this. Craig's coming on.
Yeah, I just spoke to him.
You slammed it.
I'm just in 2 minutes ago. Just in now. I'm like that, my earphones. I'm sorry, it's a full Zoom, sorry. Didn't realise.
Okay.
Hi everyone.
Nim will be on in a minute.
Oh, Sarah, I thought you were sleeping there. You froze for a second and you had your eyes closed. You were like that.
What's on there?
Well, I've had the settee all of 2 weeks and the kids broke it.
Oh dear.
There you go.
Right, we'll just shut that door. Ben's playing with Alexander.
Music in the background.
We're going to have a lot of different faces on here because Craig's bringing some of his team on as well. Because Wes is going to come on and he's going to share what he's been doing to show his team quickly. So I'm just going to wait for this to fill up like what we normally do.
I'm going to mute because there's a lot of background noise in my room.
Hold on.
Yeah, I have posted it in the group just Sam, so hopefully a few will get on and have a look.
Yeah, it was a bit short notice. I got caught traffic on the way back from the gym.
Did you get to the gym eventually?
Had to ring the instructor up, get her to sort a bike out for me, set it up for me, and I just literally walked in, stood at the door, took my trainers on, put my cleats on, run to get a drink, and didn't even pay for the drink.
What are you doing? Come on in here.
So, evening, Kevin.
Around the house.
Needs must.
I was swimming, Mum. How's it going?
Right.
Don't bite me.
I'm tired.
Don't.
Oh, there you I just found you. Where are you? Right, I know Nim's coming on.
Bye. Watch the Minion movie outside, Mum.
It's going to take about 5 minutes to fill up, isn't it?
The greatest one.
Yeah.
Is it Saturday? I didn't like it.
What?
Where they end up meeting young Brew.
Young Brew, yeah. Yeah, it was on that. It should be put on Netflix.
No, they downloaded it from someone. What's that?
Hey, love. Yeah, out of my pocket. Stop nicking everything. But you are. I remember something. Gone. Doesn't mean trying to get out the bottle.
Strictly boys only have a free. Where? Brothers only actually fit. No offense. Because what's the issue? That's what happens when you have a couple of PTC. Because of being old before my time. Coming up.
Is Nim on?
She hasn't entered yet.
Okay.
She's hiding from you, Sam. What have you done to her?
You'll see when she comes up.
Have you hid her under the couch? Is that where it is?
Tell you in the hole that the kids have just made in the couch. Yes, she is.
Morning, sir.
Morning. Not for a while.
Where's the inspector? It should be any minute, sir. Sometimes that's trouble getting to the market. Well, I don't believe it's still in practice. They mentioned it, of course, so she won't be here for a long day or two. We'll manage, sir. It's pretty quiet. Well,
Should we get started or not?
the one having the phone and the problem. Yes, sir. How much I think you want person? I bet she just having too good a time to talk. Everything's over. She could have taken out clothes anyway.
Chronic. Okay, right. Well, thanks absolutely everyone for coming. I'm going to literally lock us down, and obviously those who come in will get locked down as we go through. Okay. Can you guys all hear me?
Yep.
Yeah, you can. All right. Purpose of the call tonight is to basically talk about what we're doing and why we're getting the results that we're getting. Because obviously what you're seeing a fair few of us, and we're actually building quite big teams. But we're not just building big teams, we're actually getting customers in on it. Because one of the things that we recognise and appreciate, it's not just the size of the team, it's actually the amount of customers that you get in. What we're actually doing is we are working exceptionally closely together as tight-knit teams. Our uplines to close and do three-way calls. Another thing that I'm going to talk about tonight is compliance as well, because one of the things that I have noticed is that there's a few people that are slipping out of compliance, and it's something that as leaders that are on the call, we do need to follow down to all of our teams and ensure that absolutely everybody who works within the company keeps completely compliant, because at the end of the day, we are the people that are promoting this business, and we need to ensure at all times that we are actually promoting it in the correct way, because we cannot put risk of damaging the business. So it is something that I am going to touch base on as well. Nim's going to talk about the 90-day challenge. Wes is going to talk about how he has managed to grow a team of 300, and I think it's taken you a couple of weeks to do it, hasn't it? Because all of a sudden you went, right, I'm switching it on, and he has literally gone from having 5 or 6 in his team to 300 in the space of a couple of weeks. The call is being recorded. I will give the call and the YouTube link to Craig, so that can go right the way through his teams as well. Go to Sarah's team, and you know, anyone else that's on the call, where's his team, anyone else, wherever you want to put it, feel free to put it, because this Zoom is actually for absolutely everybody in Economize. And you know, I just want to thank those that have come on. First of all, Nim, if you want to kick this off straight away with the 90-day challenge, the tasks that you're setting for your teams, you know, and how that's actually growing your team at the moment.
Okay. So basically, if you go into My Awards, you'll see your challenges. There's 4 challenges set for you. The most important thing that you need to do is, with the 90-day challenge, you are actually building just your level 1, and that's where you will achieve the challenge. First thing, you need to be you doing your own, or you know, somebody you know who can do a switch on your personal link. and that will tick off your first box, is getting your personal 50 CV. Then I suggest you look at consultants. For the first challenge, you need, I think it's, I can't even remember now because it was such a long time ago, but you need 3 consultants, 6, no, I think it was, I can't remember, but if you go into your My Awards, you'll see the consultants that you need. Tick that off. Once you've ticked that off, then go to your sales. And the sales is basically any sales that you make with your personal link, and anything that your level 1 makes will tick you off to achieve those challenges. Now, once you've completed all 4 of those challenges, you get £1,400 worth of shares that you buy at 1 pence a share, which none of you are going to roll your noses about with the share prices going up. So I do strongly urge that you go into My Awards, have a look at your challenges and bite-size them. Look at your first one, which is your 50 CV. Get that, tick that off, then go to your consultants, get that, tick that off, and then start on your sales. Get your first challenge done, redeem your first lot of £200 worth of vouchers, move on to the second challenge, get that done and work your way down. That will build your level 1 to where you want it. And then underneath the 90-day challenges, the 4 of them, you've got your leadership challenges. Now, your first leadership challenge is to get to senior consultant. By the time you've done this 90-day challenge, you're pretty much there with your level 1. Then you work on your level 2 and then your 3. But another important thing is, as you're doing this, make sure you're showing the people that you're bringing into the business the 90-day challenge too, because they can get the shares too, and also is helping build your team. Your levels 1, 2, and 3 is where you need to build to hit the ranks. So if you've got any questions, please ask, but it's worth going into My Awards and looking at your challenges and using that as your guide to get through the business. Was that too fast?
No, not at all. The way that I always do it, what I do is I literally break everything down step by step. I've done it with Pam. So literally we've looked at where she needs to go for senior consultant. And what you physically do is you look at where you need your consultants in place, and then you look at your volumes. By using the 90-day challenge, as Nim rightfully said, what you're actually doing is you're looking for pockets of people, and it's pockets of 4. So within that pocket of 4, you need 1 consultant. Each person has got to have a CV of 50. Once you've got that, if you keep building your pockets, what that will enable you to do is that will then enable you to have everything that you need, rightfully as Nim has said, in place for you to be able to have your senior consultancy. Because what you're looking at is you're looking at 3, 6, and 9. Get the consultants in place first of all. That's the easy part. Then get the volumes. We have got no excuse at all to why we can't get these volumes. There's several people on this call right now. When we started, we only had 2 products. We had gas and electric. That is all we had. We had a CV to play with of 31. There was nothing else there for us. And yet we were still building and building towards senior consultant with 31 CV, 2 products. Not everybody's got gas and electric. Some people have only got electric. You know, that therefore meant that we only had 15 CV per person. Did that stop us? No, that didn't stop us. Did that make us more relentless? Yes, that made us more relentless. And that's what we need to do right now. We need to look at the bigger picture, and we need to take the ball by the hands and realise that we have got an abundance of products. We have got a product for every single person. Everybody that we speak to, we have got a solution in order to bring them into this business and to take CV from them. One of the things that Wes always says is find their pain. When you see what they need, you can offer what they need, and then you can then bring them into the business. If you're not confident in bringing them into the business on your own, use your upline. Some people have actually physically seen me on a 3-way call, and the way that I am on this, I am like a dog with a bone. I make no bones about it. I make that person believe that they've got no choice but to sign up to this business, because if they don't sign up to this business, then someone else is going to sign up to the business that they think that they would have brought on anyways. This is the only business can actually give us what everybody needs. And the only way that anybody is ever going to be able to get to where they need to get to, and it's brutal, you've got to graft it. If you don't graft it, don't turn around and say in a year's time, I didn't get anywhere. Because if you didn't get anywhere, it's going to be your own fault. It's not going to be anybody else's. Because there's enough tools around us. Where's this looking at me? There is enough tools around us to get this done. We've got every single product possible. We've got strong leaders here that will physically pick up where you don't have the confidence. Would you agree with me on that, Craig?
I definitely would. It is. It's just, like I worded, it's a business of the future. And if you can get that message across to anybody, your next door neighbour can join this business and do amazing. Your nan could, your mum could, your dad could, anybody can physically join this business. It's just letting them know that it's out there and making them believe that what we have is a gift. If you can get that message across to people that we're giving them a gift, you will start to get people coming in.
I say that as well. I call it a gift, and I do strongly believe that what we have is a gift, and the reason for it is that nothing else can touch this company. If you look at it realistically, this is going to be a household name. What you have to take into consideration is how badly do you want this? Do you actually want to change your life, or do you want to be in exactly the same position right now, half cut doing it? Because if you want to do it half cut, forgive me for saying it, you might as well quit now. Because half measures are not going to work on this. You've got to go full steam ahead with this. Because if you don't go full steam ahead with it, and then you bring someone else in that does go full steam ahead with it, they are just going to completely take your circle away from you. And the reason why they're going to take your circle away from you is because they are going to shine a lot brighter than what you are. And we work with people that we are attracted to. If you've got someone and people are seeing that there's an awful lot more movement going on with that person, they're going to want to work with that person. So you need to get really, really busy. You should not be afraid to talk about what we have here. You shouldn't be afraid at all. In fact, if anything, it should be completely second nature to you. It's second nature to me. I have no bones about going up to school on a sports day and telling people what I'm doing. And the reason why I'm telling them what I'm doing is because I care about them. If I didn't care about them, I wouldn't talk about it. Why do I want my friends in a position whereby I know that they have got bills coming in that are expensive that don't need to be expensive? Why have I got my friends going on search engines, changing their gas electric and not getting paid for it? Why have I got my friends going and booking holidays and not getting paid for it? The reason why that is happening is because I am not talking about it. The more I talk about it, the bigger my organisation will be. You can hear the passion in me, and you can hear it coming through on this Zoom, and I know you can because I can see the way that some of you are talking, looking at me, should I say. And I am exactly like this on a three-way call. Anybody that is in my downline, crossline, I don't care where you are, if you need my help and if you need me to do a three-way call with you, you come and ask me and I will do a three-way call. Because when I get that person on the phone, they're going to hear exactly what's going on here right now. If you want to be in a position whereby you can get paid for absolutely everything you do, apart from breathing, join this company. Because that's what we're offering you. You can either stay in the rut that you're in and walk away, or you can join us and enjoy the lifestyle that we are going to have. And it's that simplistic. When you say it to people like that, they want a piece of it. How could you not? How could you not want to better your life? Wes, I'm throwing the floor over to you, and I'm sure we'll come back to me in a minute. I'm going to button myself.
Well, I was going to talk about what we're doing in our team, but were you going on that rant now? You've made me want to do a training. Right.
Do one, Wes. Do a training, because I tell you what, when you train and you show people, because you are just like boom, 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 boom. If you show these people what you do and you train these people right now, all this is going to do is it's going to grow this company, and then we'll get this right, and then everyone's going to make a lot of money. So just please do it.
Right. Okay. So I'm just going to touch on what Sam was saying then. People, what you need to understand about people is if you're not confident about what you're saying, they ain't going to believe you. It's simple. You know when somebody's lying. So as you can see from Sam then, the passion, the boldness that were coming out, the words that were coming out, you could actually feel it. It wasn't just words. So when you speak about economize to people, you've got to mean it, because they're not going to believe you. Right. Sam, you put me off. Look at all this that I was writing, and I was going to go through it, but listening to what you've just been saying just threw me down a different path. I'm going to speak about real quick why economize is easy. All right, I can see people overcomplicating it, and you don't need to. All right, and I'm going to speak about my experience from my old company and what we actually had to go through to sign people up. So, and I'm going to compare the two. So, my previous company, I was there for 2 years, and when I say every single day, I was literally grinding every single day. All right, I was approaching a leadership position called a team coordinator, and that would have brought me in roughly around £6,000 to £8,000 a month. All right, so I've travelled around the world. I've been to Barcelona, I've been to Germany, and I've also been to Portugal to massive events that the company put on. So I've gathered different trainings, different experiences from around the world. Now, when I saw Economize, it instantly made me realize that it's going to take over the UK marketplace. Reason being, the company that I was with, we had Gas Electric, we had Virgin Media, we had SIM cards, all right? But you couldn't get that person qualified like you can in Economize just by themselves. So they had to go out and sell. Does this make sense, guys? Now, not a lot of people are comfortable with sales. So we used to lose a lot of people all the time because they wasn't confident going out and pitching people on Gas and Electric or on Virgin Media or anything like that. With Economize, guys, we can do this ourselves. Now, if you understand the comp plan, all right, you need £200 CV. You need to be a consultant. You need £200 CV, and you need your team to duplicate that. Now, you can get that £200 CV on your own. Now, this is what got me. I had to get people in my old company to go out and get 10 customers before they actually got anywhere near their first promotion. Most people got roughly 2 customers because they didn't have the confidence to go and do that. Is this making sense, guys? Right, so if you understand the comp plan in Economize, to hit your first position of senior consultant, first, you go out and you get your £200 CV. You can't be expecting other people to go and do it if you haven't done it first. Network marketing is about leading by example, okay? You need to do it first. Once you've done it, then you can duplicate it, because why? You know how to do it. Now, you can do this on your own, like I said, in your own house with the products and services that we've got. Now, I'm hoping everyone understands the comp plan, and I'm not going to go into detail on the comp plan tonight. Right, that's my little rant out of the way, Sam. What I want to talk about, what you need to understand is Economize, it's just a platform, all right? It's just an idea. And what you do with it is down to you. But before all of that, you need to get you right. Now, Sam was mentioning before, when I actually left my old company, I was tired, all right? I was knackered, and Sam knows this because I was grinding every single day trying to pop this promotion. So for the first it was the first month or so, Sam, that I didn't actually do anything, all right? I was literally physically drained. And I was watching people, what they were doing, and the speed that Economize were moving. And what I actually did, it's difficult to hear me. So it'll probably be my Wi-Fi. I need to change it to PlusNet or something like that. Anyway, what I actually did is I was sat watching. Can you hear me now? Is this better? Yeah, right. So I was sat watching for the first month, and what I could see happening was people were signing up and not doing anything, and it was growing and growing and growing and growing, but there were hardly any customers getting put through the system. And guys, we do not get paid if customers aren't acquired. So what I did is I put a template together, what we don't need now, Sam, because the company's doing it for us. I put a template together for the average person to come in. It walked them through the back office. It walked them through how to get their own services signed up, and then it walked them through step 1, which was actually going and approaching the friends and family when it comes to customers. Now, this template, when the average person come in, they got this template. On the template, it explained to them when they bring somebody in, they had to then send the template to them. All right, so we put a system in place, and this is why the organization has grown as fast as it has. I mean, in 2 weeks, we have had on average, we've been having 20 people a day. So we've had 100 people this week and 100 people last week, all duplicating the system. So what I want you to understand, guys, when you bring a new person in, make sure they understand how to use the back office and how to get customers straight away. All right, don't leave it. Make sure they spend some time with them and actually make sure they understand how to switch the gas and electric over, or how to do any quote that we've got. So then they know how to duplicate that down. Because I know now I can't get down to the people on my 6th and 7th level. So I think that's all I need to say on that template. Sam, just talk a minute while I just go through these notes. I did write a lot out, and like I said, you put me off.
It's fine. Okay. One of the things that I do want to talk about is I want to talk about compliance. One of the things that's been noticed is that people are actually going on the websites of the suppliers that we're using and lifting pictures up of them and actually putting them into groups, putting them out to the public domain. We're not here to do that. We're not here to do that at all. We're not salespeople. We're here to share links. The only information that we should be sharing is that comes from Economize, nothing else. If it's lifted and it's from Mark, fantastic. If it's off the back office, like what Craig does with his videos, everything that Craig pulls off is off the back office. People are going and they are literally going onto the site of the company that we're promoting. They're pulling deals off. They're using that then to bring people in. We're not here to do that. That slips us out of compliance. We need to stick and we need to keep completely compliant. The reason why we must stay compliant is that we're regulated by Ofgem. We've got insurance packages that we're selling. We're under regulation. We're not salespeople. We're not trained to sell. We're here to share links. So if you see any of your team members, doesn't matter who they are, cross, up, down, even if it was me and you guys are underneath me or above me and you see me slip out of compliance, say something, because you're protecting your business as well as theirs and the business. If you see anything, ask them to remove it and explain why and not to do it again. Because the last thing that we need is any hiccups. This is too big for us not to get this right. I speak from experience because I've dealt with corporate, I've dealt with the major suppliers, I've seen what the major suppliers are like. So we need to ensure that at all times we keep completely compliant. So keep your eyes out, guys. If you see anything, get it pulled off. Wherever it is, get it pulled back straight away. Get that person to take it off and make sure that the only images that they use have been verified from the company. It's either on the official Facebook page or it's something that we've taken directly off our back office. We can't use anything else. Are you ready, Wes?
Yep. Right. Now, like Sam said, I went from, it was 60 people, Sam, not 5. I'm not that good. But anyway, it was 60 people that I had 2 weeks ago. And I've gone from 60 people to 300 people today. I think there's 305 now. And what I did is I set a goal to help 100 people in July get started with Economize. And obviously we've gone past that now. But what I want to speak about now is goal setting and actually knowing what you actually want. Because if you don't know what you want, you're just shooting in dark. So goal setting to me has been massive over the past couple of weeks because 1, I've gone past the goal by about 150 people. And 2, it makes you clear on what you want. All right. So my next goal, obviously, I'm going to talk about my goals, so I don't know yours. My next goal is senior consultant, and I've set the date for the end of August. So what helps me with goals is personal development, because you can always talk your way out of actually taking action on your goals. And I always put this down to negative thoughts. Now, personal development to me, if you do it daily, it helps you like clear the negativity. Now, most people think it's a load of BS, all right, personal development, but I'm here to tell you it's not, because like like I said, I set the goal at the beginning of July, and we've gone way past it. And I've been listening to personal development every single day to help me along. Now, if you need tips or anything like that, or you need any guidance on personal development, I'm sure Sam will pass message on. I can guide you through that stuff. Another thing as well, I heard this and it didn't make sense to me. When you set a goal, and I can't remember, I think it was Bob Proctor. I don't know if you've heard of him before. But when you set a goal, it doesn't matter how you're going to do it. And when I heard that, I thought, oh, what's he on about? All you need to do is you need to do everything you possibly can every single day to achieve it. So just bear that in mind as well. What else is there? Sam, keep going.
Okay, one of the things that I noticed from a friend of mine, talking to them, okay, so if you set yourself a goal and you say to yourself in September that you are going to get yourself to senior consultant, and that doesn't happen, it doesn't happen until December, do not be hard on yourself, because remember this, you still achieved that goal. So break it down, work out exactly where you're going. And this is one thing that I always say to absolutely everybody. When you look at a mountain, you don't look at where you're going, you look at first base. First base, second base, third base, fourth base, fifth base. Because when you do it in sections, you can achieve it. It's like running a marathon. Kevin will be able to agree with me on this. You don't just decide one day that you're going to do a 26-mile marathon. You have to train for it. You have to do little bits. You have to do the baby steps in order to be able to get to the final bit. It's no different here. There's no point you thinking, right, okay, tomorrow I'm going to wake up with £1 million in the bank. It's not going to happen. But what is going to happen is that if you turn around and say to yourself, in 5 months' time, I want to be at this position here, you break it down. But the only way you're actually going to do it is by speaking to people. If you speak to one person a day, don't expect to do your goal. There's no point. If you literally look at it and you say to yourself, I'll do it tomorrow, don't expect to achieve your goal. It's not going to happen. You have got to be completely consistent, and you've got to be consistent every single day. We work with a 7-figure within our team. Our 7-figure tells us that we have to pitch a minimum of 3 people a day, every single day for 90 days to achieve our goals. Everybody can do that that's on here, because you wouldn't be on this Zoom call right now giving up your Monday evening if you didn't want it bad enough. Who is actually pitching 3 people a day every single day? Put a number 1 in the column if you are. And if you're not, tell yourself tomorrow that's what you start doing. You know, every single one of you that's put a number 1 in there, you want to be giving yourself a pat on the back, because I'm going to give myself a pat on the back. And the reason why I'm going to give myself a pat on the back is because I want to achieve my goals. Anyone else that's not doing it, write your goals down. Get your dream board done. See exactly where you want to go and get it done. Because the more you sit and say, I'm going to do it tomorrow, tomorrow is never going to happen. And you're going to sit back in a year's time and you are going to cry. Because I tell you now, I ain't waiting for no one who ain't working with it. You either work with it and we do it, or you get left behind. And you will get left behind, because we want this. Do you want this, Craig?
Definitely, definitely.
Do you want this, Pam?
I feel like I'm getting told off at school. Yeah, of course I want that. I'm trying to talk. Yes, yes, miss.
Sarah, do you want this?
Yes, miss.
Vivian, do you want this?
Yes, definitely.
So what have we got to do tomorrow?
Pitch 3 people.
And how long have we got to do it for?
90 days.
The rest of your life.
Can I just add something here as well, that look at your downline and look at the potential people who would be interested in becoming a consultant or a junior. We've got leaders in this chat who can give you share vouchers.
Yeah, I
And
was about to say the same.
that you can also use to build your consultant and your junior. So don't forget that we've got these vouchers. Use them.
And the way the shares are going up at the moment, it's a no-brainer, really, isn't it?
It's an absolute brainer. You know, every morning I wake up, I look at the shares first. So
I know.
I think
please do that.
I think also what we, from seeing this Zoom, I mean, you can see that there's several different things that are on here right now. I think one of the things that we need to take into consideration is the fact that you're not on your own. If you feel like you're on your own and you feel like you're not confident in what you're doing, reach out to someone. You don't have to go to your direct upline. You might not work very well with your direct upline. If you don't work very well with your direct upline, go elsewhere. But make sure you go somewhere so that therefore you are not left behind. Craig, if someone from my team asked for your help, would you give it?
Of course I would, without a doubt. That's what it's all about. It's about just helping everybody, because at the end of it, it's one company, it's one goal, it's one achievement. No matter where they are in this business, we're there to help and support them. That's what it's all about. Because when we're helping and supporting anybody within the business, what we have to be thinking of, every time a customer comes into this business or every time a consultant comes in, that's going to impact the share price. And everybody that's a consultant is benefiting from that. So we all work from the same page and we all help each other. And we're one company. So.
Not just that, even those that aren't consultants, the more people know about this business, the easier it is for us to bring other people in, because it's going to have more credibility. So that therefore is going to enable people to move up the comp plan easier. You know, we're not here to sell. We're here to promote the business. I can't say it enough. We are here to literally talk about economise and show people that there really is a better way of life. I mean, since you've joined this company, I mean, really, what have you got from it? I bet you've got more confidence. I bet you like yourself a little bit more than what you did before you started, because you're actually giving people something rather than trying to sell something to them that they might not even want. You know,
right. Seeing as you brought it up, Sam, you're saying about you're not selling. That's fair enough. That's obvious. But what happens if you've got, I don't know, downlines or whatever is asking you what they can advertise? What can they have? What can you tell them that they can advertise in simple terms?
The way that I do it, in some of the ways that I do it on my Facebook wall, I'll turn around and say to people, you know, that if you want to earn any money without selling, sharing links. That's how I advertise this business.
Yeah, but it's also blatantly obvious that without sales, there's no business. So how do people go about selling the products?
Right, okay, we're not physically selling the product. What we're doing is we're sharing our link for them to buy the product through their back office. We're not selling the product. You know, even if you've got, you know, what we call it customers, we're not physically like what we have in other companies, taking the money cash in hand in our hand, and then putting it, loading it onto our back office to pay for it. We're not doing any of that. So we're not physically ourselves selling the product. What we are doing is we are giving people a choice of what product they want to be able to purchase using our links. And that's what we're doing.
But how do you entice them to get onto your link?
Okay, right. Well, if I always have a good look around Facebook. If I can see anybody that's wanting a phone or anyone that's talking about a holiday, anything like that, I private inbox them. I never do it on their wall. The reason why I don't do it on their wall is because one thing that I am very mindful of is I do not want to look like somebody who is going to poach off people's Facebook. I'm really mindful of that. So I will literally send them a private inbox. I will talk to them and I will actually turn around and say to them, I've got something here that I believe that could help you and what you're looking for right now. I didn't want to put this on your Facebook because I don't want to tap into your network. So immediately what I'm doing is I'm getting trust with them and myself, because that's the first thing that you've got to get. You've got to get their trust. So if you show them that you're not tapping into their network, they're going to trust you. Then what I'm then doing is I'm then explaining I work within a community, because that's what we are. We're a community of people that are buying products through our back office, and we're attaining buying power because we're buying products. So I advise them that I work within a community. Within this community, I have the ability to attain discounts on services, and I have the ability to be paid to shop online through my back office. Would you like a link? I do not bring on customers. I've got 5 customers. I bring on people who want to be a customer. I turn them into an affiliate so that they get paid. Have I done 200 CV personally? Yes, I have. But that's how I do it. I bring them in that way. If I'm talking to my friends, to bring them on, because let's be honest, not everybody wants to build teams, and they don't. But they still want to be able to have what we have. So then what I do is I then explain the fact that, you know, that within this company, I'm able to get paid for what I do. Do you want your own special link? And that's how I do it. I don't turn around and say to them, we've got a mobile phone, it pays rah, rah, rah per month. No, I don't say that to them. Why do I want to give them all that information? There's no need for them to have a look at that point, is there? I've already given them the information. I like to have a little bit of mysterious to it, so that therefore they want to have a look. And then the minute they've had a look, then they then realise we've got this whole comparison site. At the end of the day, what we've got going on right now, if you look at it, we've got a comparison site, and the way that we're edging towards, you know, if we get the prices down, we're looking at Amazon and go compare combined. But the difference is, on Amazon, I don't get paid to shop, but I do in my back office. And that's how I explain it to people. If I see anything that anyone, I keep my eyes open. We've all got different people on our Facebooks. Scroll through Facebook, see what people are wanting. But everybody is open about what they're looking for. You'll find that people are wanting mobile phones. You know, use what Mark Emerson's turned around and said about using the bit links. You know, you've got the news flash thing that you can do, you know, breaking news, mobiles. Have a look to see whether or not you could get anything off this site. You know, that's a bit crude what I'm saying. Yes, I would jazz it up a little bit more, but I most certainly wouldn't be turning around and saying that you can get that per month. Because the minute you give them that information, they don't need to look. You just say, we may have a product, you know, that's perfect for you, and you can get paid for it. I've ranted again, haven't I, Sarah?
Mm-hmm. That's nothing new.
It's because I am so passionate about this. I understand exactly where we are going with this. I understand that this really is going to be the biggest multi-level marketing in the company. We push this right, we're going to hit global. There's nothing stopping us from being the biggest multi-level marketing company in the world. We've got it at our feet. We just have got to have the confidence to share it. And if you haven't got the confidence, pull someone in like me, like Craig, like Pam, like Lynn, like Sarah, like Wes. Pull someone in. Pull someone in that makes it so infectious that when you speak to them, you can't help want to get the job done. Are you ready, Wes?
Sam, you don't need antidepressants, do you?
I'm nervous for antidepressants anyways. Are you with us, Wes?
Yeah, sorry, my battery went.
No excuses.
Can't help it if battery goes. After listening to what you've just said, I don't understand. I'm going to have to ask this question. Why can't we sell?
We're not selling. We're sharing links. If you look at it, 4, 3, 2, 1, the way that it's always been said to us that we don't sell.
Yeah, but I think Wes is going to ask the same question as me. How do you get people in when you need to share your products to get people in? That's what a lot of people are going to say.
Right. when I'm getting people in to look at what I'm doing, I don't tell them the prices, because the minute you start telling them the prices, that's you actually physically selling the product. I'm not here to sell the product. I'm here to turn around and say to them, you know, I work within the community. Yes, we get discounts. Yes, we get savings. Yes, we get paid to do what we do. I don't know exactly what you're looking for, but here's a link for you to look for, see what you need from our system. I know you think that I'm completely cuckoo when I'm saying this, and I can see you going, what is she talking
Well, do you know why? Do you know why? Because if someone turned around and said that to me, I'm thinking to myself, well, she hasn't told me what product she's got, so how do I know I'm not interested?
Well, if they turn around and say that they've got mobile phones, of course you're going to turn around and say that you've got mobile phones in the back office, but you're just not going to give them the prices. You're not going to turn around and say which tariff it's on, how much it is per month.
Right, I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. We can, right. So basically, we're not selling the price. That's what you're saying.
No, we're not. All
Right.
we're doing is we're getting people to look at our link, whether or not it be they be a customer or they want to get paid, and they sign up as an affiliate, and therefore that they use the links. We're not salespeople. We're only here to promote Economise.
Right, I get what you mean.
When you start, right, okay, with my day job, okay, I have to do cold calling, and I work with TomTom, so I book appointments for TomTom reps. The amount of people that turn around and say to me, how much is the price? I know exactly what the price is. Turn around and say to me every single time, don't know, not a specialist, not here to give you that information. I'm here to open the door for them to advise you of that, because I may get it wrong. I'm not trained to do that. I'm only trained to open the door. That's what we're doing here. We're just opening the door. The more doors that we open, the more money we earn. If we go to sell the product, then how are we going to open the door? Because there's nothing for them to look at. They already know the information. That shocked you, innit, Wes?
No. No. And everyone's got different views, and everyone's going to do what they want to do anyway.
Of course.
Do you know what I mean? This is just your...
See, the trouble is, the majority of people that's joined so far has all been in network marketing before. And anyone who's been in network marketing before is push with products. And that's what they think this is about. So it's a matter of changing the whole mindset of the business. That's my opinion. That's my opinion on it, as I say, because you're going into any other business, I don't know, New Skin or whatever, there's a product. That end product is getting that product from my hand into your hand and the cash back into my hand. And that's the mindset of people. So we've got to change that mindset, that actually what we're doing is we're actually helping these people rather than selling anything. Do you know what I mean?
I know what you mean, and what I think is really important to remember as well is what the vision is that in a few years' time we want to be that household name, and I think it's more about getting us out there, like what Sam's just said. That's a perfect analogy for me. We're opening the door to something that's going to be a household name.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's the way that we need to be seeing it. And it's like retraining your brain in some ways. We don't need to sell anything, because what we have is what people need.
The quicker the corporate videos and that come on, the better. And then everyone is reading off the same page.
Yeah, of course. I mean, that will help. Of course it is. But, you know, the trick and the real art to selling is not to sell. It's just to open a door. Because the minute you've got that person and they've opened that door, you can show them absolutely everything. But if you just tell them about that one product that they want and then they know the price, they've not opened the door to see what everything else that we've got. And what we've got is absolutely phenomenal. We want them to see all of it, not just a little bit of it.
Isn't our prices what make us different though, Sam?
No, because our prices are actually the same. If you look at it, our prices on the beach are exactly the same as what they would be if you booked in direct. The difference is that we get paid for it. That's why we need to just.
So we need to give them a reason. We need to give them a reason then why to come. We need to give them a reason then of why they should be coming through us as opposed to going direct.
That's because they get paid to shop with us.
Yes.
That's the reason they get paid to shop with us. So all we need to do is open the door. The minute we open the door, then we can then get them looking at where the money is, the gas, the electric. So use what they want to open the door, and then once they're in, then right, okay, do this, and you can save money on this, and you can get paid to save money. So use the two together. When I speak to people, one of the things that I always turn around and say to someone, when you join our company, we can put you in a position today where you will be able to save money and get paid. And the minute that they go on that system, there's nothing stopping them. Unless you're talking about someone that's prepayment, so you sort of qualify that out before you say that. Because we all know at times we get stuck a little bit with prepayment. So you qualify that out, you see whether are you on DD, you know, what you've got. Right, okay, we can put you in a position right now, by the end of the day, you're going to have 250, you're going to be 2 to 250 better off and get paid for it.
Mm. What was that you were saying just then about prepayment, Duck?
Okay, with the prepayment, sometimes we get a little bit stuck. Not going to say we don't. I had a friend that I joined up a couple of days ago, what to do gas and electric with her. She only wanted to do the electric. The electric was prepayment. It came out, there was no saving. So I qualify that out a little bit whilst I'm speaking to them.
Yeah. Things I noticed as well with the prepayments, if you find one that's not got a standing charge, it doesn't show you the saving of not having a standing charge. So for myself, for example, if I had an electric on one of those card meters, because I'm away a lot, I would actually save more money that way. Do you know where I'm coming from? I would save quite a bit of money because when I'm not here, I'm not spending any money. So my bills end up a fraction of what they were because half the year I'm not here.
Yeah, if it's got no standing charge, but not everybody. See, again, Alex, that's selling. We don't need to sell it. Because you're so used to doing commercial.
Yeah, no, you're right. You're right.
In commercial. There you are, you're selling it. We don't need to sell this. We just need to open the door. You just give them the snippets of what they can get. Yeah, we've got mobiles. Yes, we've got holidays. Yes, we've got electricals. We've got, you know, what you need to PC World. We've got what you need to carry. If you do it too much, you can get paid to do it. And at the same time we're having a look, what we can do is we can show you how you can make a saving and you can earn some commission today that help towards the purchase that you want through the back office. That's how you do it.
Fair play. Makes perfect sense.
Any more questions at all? I don't believe no one's got a question to ask. You're not that frightened of me, really, are you?
Yeah, shh. Don't say anything.
I'm not frightened of you, Sam.
I know. You've taken bad photos of me and put them on Facebook. I know you're not frightened.
I have not.
Just as long as I don't find any of them striptease ones.
Oh.
They're in my private collection.
Is there honestly anything anyone would like to ask? Because, you know, it's not just me here. Craig's here, Wes is here, Pam's here, Sarah's here, Nim's here. You know, you've got some very, very strong people on this call, not just me. And Alex is here about commercial as well, because Alex does specialise in commercial.
I've got a question.
Mm-hmm.
Is there going to be like an updated template of all of the commissions and the CVs for all of the new services that are coming on board? Because as a sort of like, you know, starting 2 weeks, I found that the information is a little bit dotted around. And yeah, it would just be really good to have everything all in one place.
That will be normally. Sorry, Nim, you speak. I'll be quiet.
And Andy actually said today that they're not far off publishing the CVs on a spreadsheet showing you all the CVs as well as the videos, you know, the different teaser videos for the different type of people that we're going to put in. All that is going to put on, so it's just a little bit more patience.
Okay.
You've got to think as well, a lot of the products have only gone on in the last couple of weeks, and rather than doing the commission sheets a bit at a time, it makes perfect sense that they're waiting until they're all on, and then everybody gets a copy then from the back office.
But also, if you look at the very late, the last opportunity webinar we had was the 5th of July, and they did put the CVs of all the products we've had so far. Now I screenshot them so I can put them on the group if you like. So we've got them, and also you remember that the CV is an average because with the insurance and all that, prices are very different. So they just give you an average CV. Where the CV is permanent is your gas electric. That remains as it is, regardless of whatever price anybody gets. But the insurances and all them, they change. Also the holidays. There's 3 different categories. If you're just having a flight only holiday, it's only a 1% commission, whereas if you have it all inclusive, 3%. So it varies so much that even when you get that spreadsheet with CVs on it, it won't be specific, it'll be the average payout.
Yeah, I understand that. I just think it's just good to have a guide, you know, generally, especially if you're asking people, you know, to sort of like shop with on the beach, but actually why don't you actually become an affiliate so you can get the commission yourself? You know, and I always sort of suggest it as cash back as well, because people are really people that aren't really into MLMs or building teams. No one gets upset about doing a cash back deal, you know, with any sort of like high street company. So, you know, that's what I tend to say to people who would be taking advantage of this opportunity for, say, their friends and family, not massive team builders, and also maybe wanting to come on board for the shares for the future potential. I would say you can earn cash back from saving.
That's a great point.
We pay out quicker than cash back sites as well. So.
Eleanor, I think it's really important that it's done the way that you do it as well, because this is for the average person and we shouldn't exclude them just because we want people that want to build teams. I think it's really important that anybody that wants to come on and have the ability to just be able to save money off their bills, be paid to do so, and also be paid to shop through the back office should feel comfortable with the fact that we do just offer that to people. The reason for it is that when you bring somebody on like that, what actually happens organically, they start talking to their friends because they get excited about the fact that they're actually earning money as they shop, and before you know it, they're network marketing without even realising it. So it's really
you're
totally.
Oh, go on.
Sorry, I just think, you know, that if someone gets a voucher or a code, I don't know, to save money, say on airport car parking, then you're going to share it with all your friends. So I just think it's exactly the same thing. If someone says, like, I've got a discount code for, I don't know, a high street store, you're going to send it to at least 5 friends. You know, because that's what people do. So, you know, it's actually taking, in some ways, it's taking the network marketing out of it, and it's just spreading it by word of mouth and by, you know, do you want to make a saving and get some cash back? And I think organically you could probably grow 2 or 3 levels without really realising it.
And the thing about it is the comp plan is only 2 or 3 levels because that is where they're ranking up. That's all we need.
Yeah,
concentrate on your first 3 levels. But the ethos for the company from Andy is that helping single mothers. That's what he wants. He wants to put cash back in single mothers' pockets and give them a chance to rise, basically. And that's exactly what's happening. As I say, if you get people, well, no, it's true enough. As I say, the more people you can get out there and join up as affiliates, okay, fair enough, you might get 10 affiliates and only one will duplicate. That one person could go and make a fortune for themselves. Do you know what I mean? You don't know who that person's going to be. It could be Joe Bloggs next door. It could be Annie Smith down the street. Do you know what I mean? It doesn't really matter. But it's giving them the opportunity to see the potential that they've never seen multi-level marketing before, or they've heard negative things about it. But this is an entirely different situation. You know. This is not.
I know, and it's just going back to the old-fashioned way of network marketing. That's essentially, before social
Yep, that's
media
right.
and
Yep,
everything else, that's essentially what people did. It's word of mouth, and that's what works. That's what's exciting, really.
Of course it is. If you go to a good restaurant or whatever, you're going to go and tell your neighbour you had a good experience at that restaurant, it was cheap, etc., etc. They're going to go, but they're not going to get paid for that, you know? Or you're not going to get paid for it, I should say. So, I mean, this is just the next best thing.
Same as I can share an example with that. When I spoke to somebody about 2-3 weeks ago, I basically speak to everybody I cross I sort of speak to anyway and tell them I can save them money. It's just me. It's the way I am. The wow man, yeah. So wow, I can save you money. But yeah, I spoke to somebody the other week, just a young family, just got a baby, what I think he's 18-month-old. Didn't think they'd ever work the business because he got a full-time job. Just thought, do you know what? They've mentioned car insurance. They mentioned it in front of me. I'm going to speak. So I spoke. Never thought they'd work the business. Never thought they'd do anything with it. She's now got 3 lines deep, and she's never done multi-level marketing before. Never done online sales, but she finds this so easy because she's simply just talking to her friends, and they want to do what she's doing. So she might not build a massive business, but she's doing it because she saved money. She instantly saved money on her energy. She's done her energy up to now. She's done a car insurance. She's just booked on all the different XU through on the beach. And she's talking to her friends about what she's making money on. And her team is just building. And she's bringing in, believe it or not, multi-level marketers, which she's never done the job herself. So I was like, sort of took back by that one. So talk to everyone is the big key.
I think you've hit the nail on the head. You don't have to have the biggest multi-level marketers working with you. You just need to share this with people, and that's all that this is about. Is just sharing, economise. We're not salespeople. We're just here to promote the business, nothing else and nothing more. Wes, you got anything else you want to say?
I've learnt more off your guys tonight. You've cleared a lot of things up for me in my head about the gateway and stuff like that. Because that's what the vision is, isn't it, really, if you think about it? Just people using the site. That's all it is.
Yeah.
Maybe I've been going the wrong way.
Can I say something? We were all advised to make pages, yeah? Now, my page specifically, and a lot of people now as well, I was promoting different things. I was searching the internet, etc., etc. Yes, I've been searching my own sites to get things, so I put in stuff off the internet plus my own bargains, if you know what I mean. How do we go forward with these pages then if we can't advertise things?
You can advertise things, but what you need to do is you need to make sure that whatever you advertise is off the back office. When you're advertising, you're working within your page, you're using attraction marketing to bring people to you, so that before, all of a sudden, there's little things from Economise going in, like what Mark Emerson has said.
That's what I've been doing. But
you're doing it perfectly, Sarah. I watch what you do. You do it absolutely how it's meant to be done. Because
it's just I want to know how to explain it to anyone who asks. Do you know what I mean?
Right, okay, when somebody asks you and says to you, you know, what is that? I want to have a look at that. That's fine. I can introduce you to our community. Our community, that's what we are. We're a community of people that are basically using the back office to buy the products that we need in our everyday life, but we are getting paid for it. And that's how you say it. Yeah, I can introduce you to a community whereby you can get paid to do what you do. I can introduce you to a community if you would like to take a saving off any of the bills that come into your household and be paid for it. I can do that. All I need to do is share a link with you, and then you choose what you want to do, what's best for you and your family.
Sarah, what you do on your page is perfect. I think your page is very inspiring for me, and I think I might have stolen a couple of things off there. But what you put on there is not saving, is not selling. It's helping people save money with various things in their lives. But I was thinking about this the other day, and I think because we've got so much in the back office now, I'm wondering whether to just concentrate on what we have now, because I know that you look at lots of different things, which is what I do as well, because mine's more about families. But I'm wondering whether to just put stuff from a back office in there, because we've got that much now.
Yeah.
So basically, you can go through your back office, go on to the sofas, say, pick up a picture of the I don't know, a reclining chair, put it on. It's £500 cheaper here than anywhere else.
No, you can't turn around and say it's £500
Okay.
because again, that's selling. We're not here to sell.
Right, so what I worded?
The thing is, though, that's what people. If you put something on here like this is £500 cheaper than anywhere else, that's what's going to attract them to buying a sofa, isn't it?
However, that could be misleading because unless you've done your full research, how do you know that that's £500 cheaper than anywhere else? And then that pulls us out of compliance.
What I'm saying is, if it says it on the website, £500 cheaper than anywhere else, you can
£500
or saving, yeah.
Have you seen any of them that say it's £500 cheaper than anywhere else?
Yeah, there's one in particular that saves £390 off that same site.
Okay, well, if it says that and it's on our back office and they're the images that we've got on our back office, we can use them. We can't use anything else or doctor it.
But you can
it's more changing the.
You can screenshot it though.
Yeah, but you can go through the link and click on anything through our back office to an particular shop. That's what I'm trying to get across.
Yeah, the major thing is changing the words, isn't it, Sam? That's what we can't do under any circumstances.
Like the mobile phones. Like the mobile phones by saying get a free handset. That's not on.
No.
You can put no upfront cost on your phone basically, because that's what it's worded like, no upfront cost. But because it doesn't say free on the website, you can't put free.
The thing is, for me, with prices will change all the time. So you could put an offer like that on, and someone might be scrolling through your page 2 weeks later, and that offer's different.
Yeah.
Unless you time bound it.
So I would try and avoid that. I mean, I would use the attraction marketing side of things of like, you know, I'm looking for a sofa. Shall I go for this colour or that colour? You know, or just say, actually, I've just recently come across this store because it's on a link of mine. I've never actually shopped here before, but finding the products really, you know, really lovely with attractive pricing. I think if.
Sorry, go on. Sorry, Eleanor.
Go on. No, I would just say that people do scroll through your pages, and if you do put a price, it's very time sensitive. And also, 500. Someone might be looking for something more expensive. You don't know how much their budget is for a sofa, so it's like don't.
This comprehend though, because if I was looking for something, I would be looking for personally would look for it based on price because I'm tight. And if I was to see something, this is a lovely sofa. Come and have a look at the other ones we do. I'd probably go straight past it. Whereas if something said, "Here's a lovely sofa under £500, I'd be there like a shot. You know what I mean? So this is where I'm finding it hard to get my head around the don't put a price on. Do you know where I'm coming from though, right?
You could always say while the offer's on.
We just need to keep it simple. All we need to do is make people see that you come with us, you get paid to shop. You get savings, you get paid to take savings.
It's the mentality of having to sell. That's what it is.
Yeah, don't overcomplicate it. The more you overcomplicate it, the less money you'll make. Keep it really simple. Right, my number plate is KISS. Keep it simple, stupid, and that's exactly what we need to do here. Don't sell.
The simpler you make it, the more we can duplicate it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And when you're talking about my sofa cost me 500 and I saved 600 clearance, can you duplicate that? No, you can't. But what you can duplicate is that we get paid to shop, we get savings, and we get paid to take savings.
I think this is where I'm finding the domestic side a little more difficult because I'm so used to sort of doing business to business and selling, and that's where I'm at the minute. So.
And Alex, I get that, and the reason I get that is because by trade I'm a commercial energy broker. I get that.
Yeah.
But I also do understand that right now that the most attractive thing about Economise is that we don't sell. We just
Yeah,
make money. So why are we trying to overcomplicate it?
Can I say something? I used to do utility warehouse for about 6 years some while back.
Ooh.
I just want to share my experience of what happened with that company when I joined in 2002. It went from 75 pence up to about £18 in the share price. That was one of the things. 30,000 members joined in the time I was in it. I think this is a much better platform because there's no selling involved. I'm not a big salesperson. It means there's it's a lot easier for the general public to do and refer it. And you will get people like some of the guys on here who will sell it, and that's fine, but I think you've just got to be careful how you sell it, because I think you can attract fines to the company, which I know Utility Warehouse faced quite a few times, especially with Ofgem. They're really, really keen on it.
Oh, yeah.
That's the whole reason why I'm saying don't sell. Richard, you've hit the nail bang on the head. That's the whole reason why I'm saying we don't sell, we just share links. Keep it simple. That way we keep the business at all times.
Sam, thank you for inviting me on tonight, Duck. I'm going to have to go. I've just had company turn up.
I'm going to wrap this up anyways because we've been on it.
It's been recorded, hasn't it? Because I missed the first little bit.
It has.
Brilliant.
And,
Thank you very much, Duck.
So I want everybody to share this with absolutely everybody. And the reason for it is that absolutely everybody that's come on this call tonight has had some input on this call, and you don't get that normally. Normally you get it whereby there's a few people that talk and not everybody gets the opportunity to put their 2 pence in. And when we get together like this, it's no different than brainstorming, and it enables the company to move so much more faster. So, for me, I think the right move was tonight was to actually literally pull absolutely everyone in and go, Eleanor's brought some brilliant things to the table. Vivian said some stuff. Craig said some stuff. Pam said some stuff. Nim said some stuff. Rich said some stuff. Sarah said some stuff. I've said loads because I always do, But when we all get together like this, look at the difference, because we know that we're going to walk away from this Zoom call a hell of a lot more confident than what we were when we first got on it. So I'm going to shut this down if it's okay with everyone. Say thank you very much, and I will share the link so it can go right the way across the network. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Bye.